We're glad to have you along listening to the Quality Bible Teaching on Bott Radio Network. And this is our local program, Mid-South Viewpoint, where we get to express all kinds of wonderful things that God's up to in our city.
Guys, we're on our way to Bott Radio Network. Carol's here, and we're just giving the testimony of the glory of God today.
I was telling Miss Carol, this is my office here. Shawnee, you know, if you've been here since we've made some model, this is my office here.
No, I haven't.
I have a little studio. Matter of fact, this table I got when High Point used to be Briarcrest High School. Y'all remember? And so they were getting rid of all these science tables.
Right.
I got this. This is solid.
Yeah, I have one of those in my class.
Yeah, one. Yeah. So I got this table. It makes a great interview table.
Yeah, that's cool.
And so this is my little setup in here. And I got my friend just came back from Uganda in Africa.
Right.
And there was a local artist there that did this on the canvas, and he brought it back to me all folded up, and I took it down to Hobby Lobby, and they mounted it for me. And I got picked out a frame for it.
Yeah, that's nice, bro.
But anyway,
cool.
This is where I hang out. Let me show you on the control room. Closer to us, please.
All right.
Don't keep you in the camera a lot, Brian. Miss Carol's perfect. Miss Carol, can you pull up a little closer to the table for me? Just a little bit more. There you go. The key to it, guys, is to be right on the microphone, like the whole time when you're talking, you know? So it's be right on it when you straight in the microphone when you talk, like that. Okay. So I think, Sean, you should be good there. You're so tall, man. That works good. Before we do anything else, we got a few minutes. We're good. Why don't we have some time of prayer?
Man, needed, brother. Yes, sir.
Dear Lord, just thank you so much for this family, God. And Jesus, thank you so much for the time we have together today and to tell your story. It's your story because it's your power of grace, of transformation, Lord, a promise of hope, God. There's people that need to hear Miss Carol's story. And I thank you for her bravery and her willingness to come and share the story today. God bless you and your family. Actually, as we do this live show on Facebook, your daughter, oldest daughter, Michaela, I can't believe she's about as tall as you are right now, and she is producing a little video while we do our show today. So it's good to have Michaela in the studio and bring family into the environment here, but glad to have you, brother.
Brother, we really appreciate you and just what you guys do here and for our city. By God's grace, we just want to see his name to be known. To God be the glory.
Carol Brown, you grew up here in Memphis, is that right? Went to Vance High School, and you said you went to another school too, I believe.
Yes, sir.
So give me a little bit of story. Tell me about life growing up for you in Memphis. Tell me something about your family.
Well, when I was staying, I didn't know Jesus as my Lord, my personal Lord and Savior, but my daughter always was telling me about Jesus, and I was just living hopeless, doing my own thing, and I knew I needed Jesus' forgiveness and salvation, and I came to know Jesus as my personal Lord and Savior.
When you say hopeless, Miss Carol, what exactly did that look like for you?
Just usually, I was just dead in my sins, just doing what I wanted to do, trying to find satisfaction and men's and and other things, and it just didn't. I wasn't satisfied at all.
And Carol, what were some of the struggles do you feel that Diego was facing most in his life?
He joined the gang. He got caught up and getting in trouble back in and out of juvenile court. It was hard. It was a struggle for him.
Think about Galatians 2:20, that I've been crucified with Christ. Nevertheless, I live. Yet not I, but the life I now live, I live by faith in the Son of God who loved me and gave Himself for me. This is the only way that you can live out this Christian life, especially being on the front lines where we are in Binghamton. So God has shown me that, and that's the encouragement that we bring to mothers who have lost sons, or brothers who have lost his brother, or family members that have been through traumatic situations. A lot of times on a daily basis since they were small.
Yes.
So so these are some things that that we all learn. It's Christ in us.
And of course, you mentioned Binghamton and other areas. It can be tolerable.
It's time for every believer to say, Lord, here I am, and you and me, use me. All right, by your grace, how can I reach my neighbor? How can I reach my friend? God, I know I can't do it on my own, but you can do this through me, because some of the things that we're seeing, man, it isn't normal. And we can become numb to it, even the people within our community, but also I can become numb, because when we first moved to Binghamton, I heard the gunshots, and I would pray for, whatever happened at that time. But over time, I had become so numb to it, it became normal. And say if I'm eating my cereal and now I hear gunshots and the spoon doesn't even pause.
Yeah.
And can you pass the grits or whatever? So you can become numb, and that's a lot of times where people are, and that's why we need to be sensitive to what God is doing, and don't allow our hearts to harden with the brokenness around us, because God has called us to do something about it.